welcome back to the show. My first guest tonight is one of Australia's biggest recording artists from the 70s, and I don't mean to say it ended there, because he's still going. He's also an Aria Hall of Famer. Put your hands together and welcome John Paul Young, everybody. Hey, John. Good. Yourself?
Yeah, fine.
Take a seat. Take a seat.
Yes.
Take a seat. So John Young, John Paul?
No, not Johnny.
No? You got rid of... Well, you've never had
that's
that,
why
have
I
you?
became John Paul.
John Paul.
Because we didn't want to be confused with Johnny.
Yeah, no, there was
and it didn't work.
People still did it, did they? Yeah?
Yep. Yeah, I get people saying to me, "Oh, I grew up with you in the 60s and the Go Show and everything." I said, no, wrong guy.
There's been a lot of John Paul Young, John Young.
Yep, John Paul. So, the first one, I don't know what happened to him, but there was a headline once, God did not want John Paul to be Pope.
Oh, right.
That was the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had two.
Yeah, that's right. Take two.
Yeah, they kept going. Yeah. Well, I do. You remember you from many years ago from Jesus Christ Superstar. That's
wow, what a memory.
Well, no, my parents had the soundtrack to the.
Okay.
So it was not religious. It's just damn fine music.
Certainly not religious. No.
No, but it's a good story.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, life and death.
Now, but you've done other musical theatre since then, haven't you? Because I'm finding a lot of the old rockers are doing that.
Well, at the moment, I'm playing Johnny Casino in Greece.
Was he written out of the film, was he?
Well, he was a character that was probably around about 20 years old. So
okay.
Acting's amazing, isn't it? It's just amazing.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Johnny
Casino. I'm getting away with that at the moment. So
that's cool.
And before I did the last thing of Shout.
Yep.
I played 13 cameo roles.
13.
I had 17 costume changes.
See, that's the way theatre is now. You see how tight they are. You're taking away work from other performers.
No room in the dressing room.
Yeah. Well, you're a one-man band there, aren't you?
That's it.
Yeah. And also, because the beauty of YouTube now and things like that is you can. I mean, that's anything TV. That feels like you're still watching stuff there.
Yep.
And it's so clear in my mind.
Except for the wrinkles.
The white suit. That was very big in the 70s, weren't they? The crutch hugging sort of outfits.
You're talking about the satin.
Yeah.
Yes, we had the satin. I had a pink satin outfit.
Oh, it was black and white TV I was watching.
That's right. Yeah.
It was white to me.
You should have got on a Countdown.
Yeah.
They went colour.
Yeah.
And...
well, weren't you? You were hosting Countdown for a long time, weren't you?
Yeah, well, you had to every now and again because Molly would faint and you get put in. Yeah.
Things haven't changed.
No, not at all.
Oh, God. Yes. Did you have a malfunction? Like, I know wardrobe malfunctions happen now, deliberately or unintentionally.
My first appearance on Countdown was a huge malfunction.
Yeah.
I was the only one that wasn't told about what was going to happen. So if you can imagine, everybody in the whole studio knew that I was going to be ripped down off the rostrum.
Yeah.
And my clothes were going to be ripped off. And I didn't know.
Ooh.
And
but how did they know? Did they line them up to?
Molly lined them all up and said,
really?
When he comes out, drag him down off the stage.
Really? That's not fair.
I know.
We wouldn't do that to you now. Otherwise,
I had the microphone cord ripped out.
Yeah.
And,
stupid
me, I thought I was there to sing.
Oh, right, okay.
But, and that was gone, and I complained to the floor manager, and I was lying on the floor.
Yeah.
And he got me up and he said, "Don't worry, keep singing."
Were you miming back then?
No, I was singing live.
And the mic was
unplugged. Until the cord
came
out. And I was left standing there with two cuffs.
Yeah.
And nothing.
And nothing else.
Yeah, and I wasn't in good condition. I'd just done 2.5 years of Superstar.
Okay.
Sitting on my fat ass. So, I wasn't in good nick.
Oh, the song, because Vanda and Young wrote a lot of the music.
Everything. Yeah.
Everything. And they were like probably the Stock Aitken and Waterman of that time, were they?
Yeah,
they
were more my Lennon and McCartney, if you like.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to,
No, that's okay. That's okay.
I mean, they wrote a lot of stuff. They seemed to pump out a lot of songs for a lot of different people.
Yep.
And again, just you go online and you can see some great stuff. I didn't know the Bay City Rollers ended up doing Yesterday's Hero.
Yeah. Well, that's a long, complicated story. there was a guy named Jeff Phillips, who was a pop star back in the late 60s here in Australia. He went over to England, and he somehow got a copy of my version of Yesterday's Hero, and then he copied it. Right. But there's a preamble in Yesterday's Hero of a newsreader. And when the guy said, here is the news on his version, he mentioned the word drugs.
All right.
And the BBC banned it.
Okay.
Mine came along 6 months later, and they said, same song, threw it in the bin.
Oh, right.
And it took another 6 months or so before they quietened down, and the Bay City Rollers by then had got onto it and recorded it and got a hit out of it. Yeah. And I'm not sour at all.
Well, that's one of those bands that you did take the piss out of, didn't you? At that time, it was like you.
Well, I know, you know, and me being Scottish as well, it really hurt. You know?
Yeah. Are they Scottish, or do they just wear that stuff?
No, they are. They're Scottish, but they're not from real Scotland.
But you wouldn't wear that. Yeah, because you did come out from Glasgow again, like so many Australian rock artists that come out of Scotland and the UK around that time that a lot of people won't probably realise.
As they used to call us, 10-pound poms.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, well, there's Glenn Shorrock, I knew came out that time.
Barnsey.
A few people in Adelaide that came out.
Lots of Adelaideans. Yep. Jimmy Keys.
Yeah. Now, the biggest song, which I found out is the most played Australian song around the world, is yours.
Yeah.
Love Is in the Air. And you've got to check this out. Your Scottish team, football team,
Dundee United.
Is that your team?
No, actually, it's Celtic's my team.
Is it your team now or not?
Well, I love them, but Celtic's still my team.
You've got to YouTube this Dundee. It was the final. It was a Scottish final. 2010. And how many people are there? 28,000. Or it's a stadium.
A hell of a lot. Yeah.
Scottish. And all of a sudden, it's the weirdest thing. They're playing some hard rock thing for and then they went, all right, now we're going to play John Paul Young's Love Is in the Air. The whole stadium sing along to Love Is in the Air before a football final.
It's quite funny, isn't it?
It is awesome. It actually gave me goosebumps. I was watching it going, this is good. And do they still do it, do you know?
I think so. I've got half a mind to go over to Scotland later on this year.
You could.
Well, no, not the money factor.
All right, forget the money. I'll go with you and I'll take the money.
You know, you want the money?
Yeah, I'll take the money. I've got him in the car.
Well, that could work.
Probably it's very Scottish, that, isn't it? Yeah. Go and sing, Johnny.
Never leaves you.
Yeah. All right, look, we've got to take a quick break. We'll be back with a couple of I think I've got. This will work. A couple of interesting questions for you after the break. Welcome back. You just again, if in the break you didn't YouTube that clip, we're saying the Scottish thing. It's round. It's just ball tearing stuff when it is.
It is.
When you get to that da Scottish people, because they love all that, don't they?
They do, and they can sing.
Anything without words.
Yep. That's it.
They can sing that bit fine.
Yep.
And
They
it's
love
in full voice. Now listen.
Listening.
I've got something for you. Just down here again. This is for you.
Oh.
Yeah, no, not yet though. You have to answer a few questions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, don't worry. You'll get it. It's just a gimmick we do for this section of the show. We just ask you a few questions.
Okay.
Okay, they're not hard.
John.
What is your first name? Correct? No. These are. I don't know where these came from. All right. Well, I do. I wrote them. But I'm just getting out of the way in case they're a little bit corny. All right, now listen, you know Dragon, the band Dragon?
Yes, I do.
Okay, they had a song, Something Years. Can you remember what it was?
The Young Years.
Young Years, that's correct.
Yes.
Young Years.
Yes.
You see what I'm doing here?
I can.
Yeah, okay. What song closed Young Talent Time?
Close your eyes and I'll kiss you. Tomorrow I'll miss you.
Oh, no, look. It's catching.
All my rubbin'.
Yes, that's it. All my lovin', see? Because I know then people probably thought, is that song called Close Your Eyes?
No.
No, it's not. It's All My Loving by the Beatles. Now, you're a Beatles fan, are you?
Absolutely,
Because you said Lennon and McCartney before. Do you do a lot of their stuff? When you do shows now, you don't...
No, I don't do any of it. No. No, it's all Van der Young, really.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Well, that's good. Now, next one. Who lives in the land of the common people?
Paul Young, 2/3 of me.
That's right. Yeah. I could tell that one the audience didn't know. You did, but they sort of went, we're not sure. I think we did this one before in the lead-up, but anyway, we'll do it again. Which pope was the head of the Catholic Church between 78 and 2005?
Giovanni. No, that was me.
Yeah.
He was just Giovanni Paolo.
Yeah. 2.
Yep.
He wasn't that young, was he, really? He was the longest-serving pope in...
The first one? Or the second one? The second one was the longest, yeah.
Maybe they merged for me, I don't know. Maybe I just thought 1 and 2 were the same one.
That's right.
John Lennon, Paul McCartney. There's a sort of a link
There's a
here.
thing. There's a whole theme going on, isn't there?
I need to change my name. Should be the... Anyway, it's too hard to think about right then.
John Paul Sanders.
That'll do. JPS. That'll do. What do you do now with your... Oh, gee, sorry, you've won this, by the way.
Oh,
Would
wonderful.
you like it?
Thank you.
It's all yours. Do you know what it is?
Jack in the Box?
Well, it could be. It's all it is a let me see here.
Mug in the Box.
Yes, that's right. It's just an empty one of those. That's all.
Lovely.
But you know, you can take that home now.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And drink your beer in that one.
Yes.
There's not beer in here, by the way.
No, there is not beer in there.
No, that's just water. No. Yeah. So what do you do now? Time off, having fun. In between doing Greece and.
Well, I live at Lake Macquarie. I've been there for 27 years.
Yeah, it's beautiful up there.
I'm starting to get used to it.
Yeah. Now.
Yeah, I'm starting to get used to it. And
I think they need an airport. That's what they need up there.
They do, because we used to have one on the other side at Swansea, and it was brilliant. I remember probably 20 years ago, it was the greatest thing. You'd park the car, you'd walk 15 metres, you'd get into the terminal, and you'd have your bags, and you'd put them on the scale, because it was one of those little twin otters.
Oh yeah.
And you have to weigh your bags, and they ticket you to Rome.
To Rome from there.
To Rome, yes.
So,
and we'd fly you, and they'd fly you to Sydney. It's a lovely half-an-hour scenic flight.
Yeah.
And then you'd get on the big jet and off you'd go, and it was just marvellous.
It's probably easier travelling from there in a small plane to Sydney than it is living in the outer suburbs of Sydney driving to the airport.
Oh yeah,
because you're already straight at the airport. Which is why you live there, no doubt.
That's right.
Thank you very much, John, for coming in. It's been
My
a
great pleasure
catching up.
Thank you.
Please thank John Paul Young, everybody. We're going to be back after the break with comedian Maddie B.